There we go. Okay, now we're live on YouTube. Good Lord, I didn't hit the YouTube button. All right, so now we're streaming live on YouTube. I forgot to start the YouTube stream, but it's starting right now as we speak. So we're multi-streaming on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. If you're on Twitch, you can go to my link tree in my description, and you'll see all my links. So if you can't, if an ad comes, switch over to Kick or YouTube and just keep it going from there, because usually there's no ads on the other platforms. But yeah, that's what we got going on. And like I said, we're doing fitness, dark humor, economy, and AI. For the economy, we're picking up reading the Constitution, so for those who didn't catch it on YouTube, and then we're going to go into AI and just see what's going on with AI, because a lot of crazy stuff is happening in AI, and you can't overlook it. It's the way of the future. It's the way of the world. It's the way things are going, whether you like it or not, whether you believe in it or not. Just like nobody believed in social media in the past, and yet here we are. It just won't go away. So yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and start with today's portion of the show. And if you can, hit the like button if you're on YouTube. That little thumbs up right there. Hit the like button to get the algorithm out. That is greatly appreciated, so more people can hop in and get in on this action, because it's going to be a fun day, of course. Today's going to be a fun day. And like always, if you're having a bad day, I'm going to let Mr. Child tell it to you.
Oh, you're having a bad day? Did you die?
I got shot.
But did you die?
Exactly. Did you? Because if you didn't, then you're okay. You'll be fine, and you'll make it through another day, and you just have to keep pushing, and so on and so forth. Let me get this out of the way. Make sure my phone is on vibrate or silent or whatever, so it doesn't get too loud. But yeah, if you didn't die, you're good. You're still here. It may not be easy. It may be hard, but that means you got to just double down on discipline, or triple down in this case. So anyway, let's go ahead and get the first banner up on the screen for the fitness section of the show. All right, so we got What the Fitness coming up, and we're going to start out with our very own favorite individual who's been giving us the every influencer doing an ice bath this time around. So we got to see what she has to say, and while she's talking, I'm going to have to pull back for, oh, well, look at that, got the wrong banner up. There, oh, no, wrong banner. There we go. We got the right banner now. We're going to let her say what every influencer does when they give an ice bath. And while she's doing that, I got to pull away and do something really quick while she's talking. But of course, I need you to pay attention and see what she's going to be talking about. And let's go ahead and roll the footage and let her take it away. Let's go.
I'm about to do my first ever ice bath with Cooler. It's really exciting because it just gives me another excuse to get in a bikini and show off my body. I'm actually quite nervous because it's like -1 degrees in here. Oh my god, I'm so nervous! Oh my god! Oh my god, it's so cold! Oh my god, oh, it's so cold! My nipples could not get any more erect if they tried. It's gonna be like a frozen ham sandwich down there. Do you think I've got enough screen time on my body and all that? Do you think I'll get enough likes? I should, right? Okay, right, let's film me getting out of it, actually. Okay, guys. Oh my god. Oh, I must do some squats to warm up. Oh, I don't want to cover up my body because, I just want to show everyone on Instagram. Honestly, thank you so much for letting it be warm, because I would not have been able to do that if it was freezing cold. I'm going to get all the likes and validation that I need now, so you've honestly made my year, actually. No problem. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we must say that on that one, I'm going to say it was good, but her voice is rather annoying, so I would have a better time watching it if she was on mute, because, I mean, while the video was going on, I could only think of one thing and one thing only, and I kept thinking, shut up, bitch, the whole time while she was talking, and I just couldn't really, couldn't really focus. So we're going to give it one more watch, but this time around, we're going to play it on mute and see if it makes a world of a difference. Let's check it out here. All right, so she's, I guess, going to dip into an ice bath called Cooler. I guess it's another way to say the word cooler. Oh, okay. Okay, I kind of get it. All right. It makes it a little bit better. You see, it makes it a little bit better. When she's not heard and only seen, it makes it a whole lot better. I mean, she's making ugly faces, but I mean, you can always do the whole paper bag technique when needed in this situation, which will work, I must say. The paper bag technique will work. And they did is, yeah, the close-up on the face was not really needed, but the video does work a lot better when it's muted, I must say. I mean, you can't deny it. I mean, it's way better when it's muted. Like, I mean, like, see, even the round of applause fit during her muted portion of the video. Like, even when that even fits. So, yeah, we're gonna give her the victory music for this one for the mute version. Okay, the mute version. So there we go. Yeah, so shout out to her for a mute version that was worth watching and not listening to, but we appreciate her for basically letting us know that that's what the other influencers are doing. They're just thirst trapping, and we get it. We understand. We've been going through this for years now. It's getting numb to the point, but however, she did her thing. We greatly appreciate her, so shout out to her. Let's see, the next one that we got here, what's going on here? We got a buddy here who was on a, I don't know, dirt bike, motorcycle dirt bike. And yeah, looks like he's riding, of course, and we're going to see how this situation pans out. Let me see if I can zoom in on him a little bit better for you. Okay, so there we go. It's best I could do for you. And let's see how this situation pans out. Is it going to be good or bad? We got sound. We're good. Let's roll it. Oh. Oh, my goodness, buddy. You were so close. Look at this. He had it. He had it. And then just... buddy, no. He almost had it. He almost had it. I mean, if he would have just, I don't know, that last part, I guess the weight adjusted to the front part of the handlebars and he just face planted heavily. Oh, Jesus, look at this. Got it, got it. Flew out. Right here. What is this? What flew out? Is this a chip off the helmet or something? Because that was a face plant for sure. Hopefully it's like nothing from his facial structure or something. Jesus. Oh, let me see if I can pause it right when it gets to. Here we go. Oh, it was close. I think there was a piece of his helmet there. Let's try one more time. Oh, I don't think the helmet part right here caught it in time. He busted up some of his mouth. And this right here, on this right here, is hurting. It's hurting. Yes, he's in pain. Yeah, buddy. But hey, I'm gonna give you a round of applause for trying. I mean, I can't take that away from you. So, you know, good job to you, buddy. Yeah. But I know his mouth is hurting. Like, man. His mouth is hurting.
Damn.
But shout out to him though for doing the old X Games sport tricks or whatever you want to call it. I haven't seen those in a long time. Probably because I haven't looked for it. If I look for it, I'll probably find it. You know, I'm pretty sure it hasn't stopped. Just got to go to it. But the next thing that we got here up on the video for you, let's see what we got here. The next one that we have is going to be a gentleman who decides to get a workout in public, and I'm here for it. I can never, ever, ever take that away from somebody. If you want to work out in public, you have my blessing. Let's pull this gentleman up on the screen. Let's see how he's looking here. Here we go. Let's check him out. All right, so you got Buddy here. He's in an outdoor setting. You might or might not be able to tell. Let's see. Can I pull that back just a little bit? Pull over. Here we go. So he is outside somewhere. And let's see how this goes. Is there a sound? Let's see. Can we play the sound? No, there's music. All right, so we're going to check him out. Let's get some sit-ups in. I got the one. Oh, okay, but he meant to do it. He's playing it off. He's playing it off. That was part of the routine. That was part of it. That was part of it. Yes. Yes, it's a sit-up, up, roll backwards, stretch, into a leaning push-up. Perfect. Perfect. I love it. That's perfect. See it again. It's a compound workout. Sit up, roll, stretch, lean forward, lean, slanted push-up, and down. Yes, yes. Hey, he knew what he was doing. That was a fantastic compound move right there. Most people don't understand that, and they think that that was an accident, but it wasn't. I can clearly see what he was doing. Clear sit up, roll, stretch, and then maneuver right into a slanted push-up. That was fantastic. That's one of a kind. That's very creative. He gets the victory music for me. I appreciate him for that. That is great. Love it. If anybody said that was an accident, you clearly don't go to the gym. I understand him. I completely understand him. So we have another one here. We are out at the bowling alley, Big Lebowski style. And we're going to see how Buddy is going to roll this strike right down the middle. All right. So looks like he's ready to go. Let's see how this turns out. Hopefully we got sound.
They see me.
Nope, can't play that, but we're going to watch him. So let's see how this goes. He's going to go for the bowl. He's got it. Oh my goodness. I didn't know that that's what it looked like underneath. Is that real? That can't be real. There's no way that can be real. That is not real. If it is, he's got a huge bill that he's going to be paying here pretty soon, and they're going to put all that blame on him. So unfortunately for him, I got to give him the old... Yeah, buddy. I don't even know how that happens. If that's even real, that's terrible. So hopefully they don't try to charge him for that. If they do, good luck to you on that one, buddy. That's not good. That is not good. On the next one here, we have a little gym girly up here. Gym girly, she is basically going to show us how to do a... I'm thinking she's going for a spider curl. Let's see. She could be going for a spider curl the way she's leaning on the bench. She's just usually lean your arms down and just do a curl. Or she might do some dumbbell flies. Who knows? But it says fail at the gym. And let's see what kind of fail she has. Let's check her out. Oh. That could have been a lot worse than what it was. That could have been a hell of a lot worse than what it was. Yeah. She's okay. She's okay. What the fuck? She is A-okay. That's not her fault. Yeah. That wasn't too good, but she's okay. It could have been a lot worse. She could have really busted up her shit, but she didn't. So she's good. So we're going to have to give her the victory music for being in the gym and getting the work in and not hurting herself. So give it to her. All right, so we have another one coming up. The next one is for all my athletes out there. We got a football practice session. You might recognize this football practice session. We've all done it. And one man has the ball. The other man has to tackle the other guy. Fairly simple drill, as we've all seen before. If you've done this, you know how this works. You're either going to light the guy up, tackle him, or get highlight reeled. And let's see how this situation turns out. Here we go. Oh man, we got music. Turn the music off. Goes up. Oh wow. Oh man, didn't he spin the ball? Jesus. Not the ball spin at the end. Not the ball spin. Not the ball spin at the end. Oh, he hurdled him. Look at that. Now where he messed up at was his head was down. Look, head down. Head is down. Head's all the way down, buddy. So you get what you deserve. You gotta have your head up. Chin up, chest up. See, look, see where he's going? Not even close. He can't even see what's going on. Dude just hit a clean hurdle. And then the ball spin. That's just insulting right there. How you gonna do the ball spin at the end? And it was a perfect spin too. Look at the spin on the ball. Look at that, perfect. Yeah, coach, the defensive coach is gonna be like, I bet you didn't like the way that felt, did you? Oh my goodness. Hurdled him clearly. Let's see. One more time. One more time. Up. Clean over him. He just knew the way he tackles. He has to be a person that tackles, always hit people in their legs. So shout out to him. We gotta give him the victory music for this jump right here. That was amazing. What up, sis? What's going on? How you doing, sir? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you, sir. How's everything going with you? How are you doing today? I'm sorry I couldn't make it to the shindig thing yesterday in the group chat. But there we go. It's Friday. It is Friday. It is Friday. Today is Friday. So, oh, it's Friday night. Oh, I thought it was last night. It's tonight. Well, then hell, I didn't miss anything. So then I might still be able to catch. Oh, wait. No, wait. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. Time out. Where am I at? Where am I at? Jesus. No, no, no. Today's Thursday. You are so right. I thought the chat thing was yesterday. It's on Friday. Today's not Friday. Today is Thursday. Okay, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Whew, Jesus. I need some water. Oh, my good Lord. Seriously, messed me up. What's up, Sneeze? What's going on? How you doing, Sneeze? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Gonna take a swig of water on that one. Jesus. All right. I'm okay. I'm okay. I am okay. I promise you. I promise you I'm good. Man. Yeah. It's one of those. It's one of those days. All right, but I'm back. But the welfare check. Welfare check. Welfare check is like this. You got to let Mr. Child say it to you.
Oh, you're having a bad day? Did you die?
I got shot.
But did you die?
Yes. Sneeze, I'm doing good, man. I appreciate it, man. Just doing the deaf show today. So we're just running through. We're in the fitness segment of the show, so we're just running through it. You need some Jack Black, Bob Ross in your life. You ain't lying, right? Oh Lord, you need some Jack Black, Bob Ross. Bob Ross is awesome, yeah, but you ain't seen the Jack Black version though. You got to see the Jack Black version. The Jack Black version, that how you crack it up. All right, so the next video that I have here, it is another football video. So we got a dude here. It says, why does this dude just never move? And I was trying to figure out. I think there was something going on in the huddle before this play started. But let's go ahead and pull this one up. So you see the thing is circled around this dude. Let's see what happens. Let's check him out.
Oh, the pressure from Dunlap. And now Moore, and Manuel gets away, but forget about it.
Budge.
Unblockable. Well, it's easy to be unblockable when the
move.
right
He didn't
guard
budge
forgets
at all.
to go out in a stance.
Oh, my
I don't
gosh.
know what kind of gimmick play that was, but it didn't work.
I'm going to tell you what happened. Look at this. Look.
Oh,
Didn't
the
budge.
pressure from Dunlap. And now Moore, and Manuel gets away, but forget about it.
Unblockable. Well, it's easy to be unblockable when the right
Look
guard
at
forgets
that. I'm gonna tell
to
you
go out in a
exactly what
stance.
happened. Oh, my
I don't
gosh.
know what kind of gimmick play.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell exactly. He did do that on purpose. I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is what I think happened. In the huddle, he said, "You need to block better. You're blocking this crap." He's like the quarterback probably got pissed off at him because of something he did, and he said, "You're blocking this crap," or "You need to do something blocking," or they got some kind of beef going on, or something happened. So the very next play, he said, "Oh, okay, I got you," and he did just that. He's like, "All right, I got you." You know, the lineman and the quarterback, they got to be on the same page. And you got to remember, if you're a quarterback, the last person you want to piss off is your lineman, because they are your protectors. They will either save you or get you hurt from letting somebody come in there and clean your clock. So I think that's what happened. That's my personal opinion. I think he sat there and was just like, "Oh yeah, my blocking shitty. All right, cool. Next play, run it." And he said hut, and this is what he did.
Play that was, but it didn't work.
He said right there, as soon as he said hut, he said, "I ain't moving shit."
Oh, the pressure from Dunlap.
Standing right here.
And now Moore, and Manuel gets away,
Didn't
but
budge.
forget about it.
Unblockable. Well,
Didn't
it's
budge.
easy to be unblockable when the right guard forgets to go out in a stance.
Oh, my God.
So yeah, so we have to give that guy the old. Can't be doing that to your quarterback, man. That's not good. Quarterback could get hurt like that, dude. You cannot do that to your quarterback. Shame on him, man. Shame on him. I'm telling you right now, in film, coach gonna be on that. Coach gonna be on that. Coach gonna look at him and be like, "What the fuck were you doing on this play, sir? What were you doing?" And he's gonna look at the coach and say,
"What are you talking about?"
And coach gonna be like, "What the fuck were you doing?" And he gonna say,
"What are you talking about?"
Yeah, and then, you know, at the end of the day, coach is gonna put his head down and just be like, "You know what? I give up."
Oh my God.
That's it. Coach gonna be like, whatever y'all got going on, sort it out, get it fixed. So anyway, the next video that we have is for anybody that has a if you're a sibling, if you got like brothers and sisters, if you have a sister, this video is especially gonna go out to you. I'm pretty sure you're gonna love this video if you have a sister. Oh no. And I'm still playing Pokemon while I'm doing my stream. But this next video for sure, if you have a sister, I have 3. You have 3? Okay, cool. This video for sure is gonna be for you. You're gonna enjoy this. Depending on what your relationship is with your sisters. Yeah. Oh yeah. And we still go, look at this. Man, I'm killing it. Bam, in the building. So this video here is for anybody that has siblings or sisters. And if your relationship with your sisters is anything like this, then you're going to appreciate this. And hopefully you should try this. Well, you can't try it now. We grown men. But if you were younger, you probably would want to try this. But let's go ahead and pull this up. As we see here, we got playing football in the store. Let's roll the footage. Here we go. To all you people who have sisters out there, this for you. That was unnecessary. He just knew when she put the pads on, he was like, this ain't gonna hurt as bad, so I can put a little bit more oomph behind this hit right here. He knew what he was doing. He chuckling like it's a game. He ain't even put that much into it either. He was like, yeah, buddy, I'm gonna get you. I know he was happy for that one. Let's give him a round of applause. He's been waiting to do that. Oh man, I didn't catch the Pokeball. It's okay. Sis didn't catch it either, so I feel a little better about myself. He didn't catch it, even though he beat me to it first. Unless he's in a different chat and he caught it on that side. I don't know. Who knows? But anyhow, the next video that we got for you is women in football, or should I say football? And by football, it's going to be soccer in America, but football everywhere else around the world. And we have looks like we have a PK. We have a penalty kick that's being lined up. And let's see how this penalty kick turned out. Let's see what we got. We had a PK, and did she make it? Let's see. Oh man, I gotta turn the music off. There we go. Oh no, that's horrible. Oh boy, scoring on your own team's goals got to be the worst thing. Oh, you missed that one. I don't get that last one. You in the face. You in the face. So they're trying to stop it, and then they score their own goal. Golly. And then they complain about not having a big crowd. Oh my goodness. You can't complain about not having a lot of people show up at your show. If this is what you're producing, get out. Yeah. All of these fails, man. And the crowd is probably sitting out there just saying, Terrible. But it's fun to watch, I must say. It is very interesting to watch. I must say. That would have to be fun to watch. Oh, that was all of them. Okay, we're good. We're finished. Well, we're finished with that part of the show. We get to take off this banner here and move on to the next segment of the show, which would be the dark humor segment of the show. This can be humor or dark humor. Either way it goes. We're going to check out and see what we got going on. The first one we have is a Nike band commercial. I don't understand why they banned this commercial. I think this one should have made it through. It wasn't even that bad, to be quite honest. I actually think this was fun to watch. But let's go ahead and pull it up and see what Nike has going on. Or why is this commercial banned? Nike has a band commercial, and let's go ahead and roll the footage and see how it goes. So here we go. Nike's band commercial, which I don't believe should have been banned. But let's get it. I don't think they should have banned it, that one. I think that one could have made it. That one was legit. That was legit, man. She hit the jets on him, and she even failed too. She did the old classic horror movie fall, got back up, and kept just kept breaking away on him. So I don't think that one should have been banned, but that was a fun one to watch. I'm gonna give that one more shot. Let's watch it again. I enjoyed that one. Quick, she knew exactly what it was. Walking out that door, walking on her. She ain't even look back, boy. She is gone. Woo. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. That's what happens when you smoke too much. Look at that right there. Couldn't catch her. Couldn't catch her, boy. She is gone. Shout out to her, boy. She hit the gas on him. So give her a round of applause. Yes, sir. That was fascinating. I gotta give her that one. She broke loose on him and kept going. She took off. She did not waste no time. What the hell is this? All right, so the next one we have here, we have a little bitty puppy dog. We got a little bitty Yorkie dog is what we have here, and Buddy is clearly excited. Let's check him out. Let's see what little Yorkie doing right now. Let's check out the Yorkie. Let's see what he doing. So as you can see, he got a big dog and we got a little dog, and let's check him out. Let's see what he's got going on. Oh, man. My guy's excited. He don't know what to do with himself. Look at him. Oh, he put the right hand up. Oh, my goodness. Look at him. Oh, man. Come on, Yorkie. Look at him. Go. Look at him. Look. See, look. He's like, man, look at all this. Look at all this in front of me. My Lord. If I could just figure out what to do, this is good enough. This is, look at, he giving smell. Look. Look at him. Look at little Yorkie. Look at him again. I'm going to tell you what he's saying, right? This is what he's saying. While he's back there doing his thing. Let me see. Can I find it while he's getting it? What is he saying? He's saying this. He's saying,
prepare
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's like, yeah, you're about to get the brakes beat off of you. Yorkie domination. Look at him. He's like, yeah. Yeah. He's thinking to himself.
Oh my God! Wow!
Yeah, get him, Yorkie. Get him. Yeah, buddy. Look at him. He's like, oh.
Oh my God! Wow!
Shout out to the Yorkie. We got to give him a clap. He thought he was clapping. Yorkie thought he was clapping something, but he clapped nothing. So the next one we have here is we have a gentleman who is blind on a subway. And he clearly needs somewhere to sit. We're going to see if anybody offers him a seat out of the kindness of their heart. Because, yeah, he's blind and he needs help. So, and I got to keep it muted because it has some weird noises or whatever. I don't want to get YouTube copyright on me. And just remember, if you're on Twitch, go to my socials and you can, if a commercial or ad comes up, you can go over to Kick or YouTube because I'm simultaneously streaming on all three platforms. So if you get stuck behind a commercial or ad or whatever you want to call it, slide over to them other ones so you can keep up with us. But let's go ahead and pull this one up. Like I said, the sound's going to be muted, but let's go ahead and check out what's going on with dude here. And he's blind, and see if he can get a seat. Alrighty. Oh no, did he really? That is the biggest dick move ever. Oh man, really? Come on, buddy. Why would you do that? Look at this. Oh, he's got some more victims. Oh, he's got one. She offered a seat. He plops down. Looks right at her. Oh man. Then takes the selfie. Oh boy. She laughing. I would laugh too. That is hilarious. I would laugh too. Look at the look. Look at that look. Look at that look on his face. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. That right there would probably get him smacked. Somebody go smack him for doing this. You can't be doing that to people, buddy. Look at him. Immediately takes the glasses off. Immediately. And then stares right at her. Look at the look. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Look at the look on his face. She can't help but laugh. I would laugh too, but he would have to get out my seat. That is too funny. Oh my Lord goodness. Look at this. Look at the look on the face when he sits down. Soon as he sits down, pops him off, stares right in her face. Gotcha. Gotcha. That look. Look at that look. Look at look at the look on his face. Look at this look. Somebody took your seat, pretended to be blind, and then they look at you like this. What would you do, honestly? Oh my goodness. That's cold-blooded. That is a complete dick move. Prank or no prank. That is a asshole move right there. Terrible for him. We gonna give him the victim music for keeping such a straight face on that one. Alrighty, so we have, how many more do we have here? How many more do we have? We got a few more. We got a few more for Dark Humor segment. Then we'll be in the economy section, and the economy, like I said, we'll be reading the Constitution, which is really interesting, I believe will be. But anyhow, sliding over, why is this like this? What the hell's going on with this? Okay, there we go. I fixed that. So anyway, the next one that we have here, we have a prank. We have another prank. Somebody's playing a prank on people. Yeah, just a random prank, of course, and we're gonna see how this prank pans out. I think I can play the sound on this one. So let's go ahead and keep the sound rolling and play the prank and see how people react. Hopefully it's not a skit. I don't believe it's a skit by their reaction. So let's check it out. And you got this dude walking with his little petite little mommy he got right here next to him. And let's see what happens. See how this thing goes. Here we go.
Mira esto.
Oh, just right over. Hit stick. Clean over it.
Hey, loco, ¿qué pasa, vale?
¡Vamos!
It's a prank. It's a prank. I don't care about that prank. Get him. Get him.
Mira esto.
Who did that scream? Look at this. Oh my goodness. Get off me. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Hit stick. Ugh. Get off me, son.
¿Pero qué ha pasado?
This guy. Hurdled it. Realized what was going on.
Hey, loco, ¿qué pasa, vale?
Get him. Get him. Get him. Full speed ahead. Get him.
¡Vamos!
He should have stayed in the blanket.
Mira esto.
Whoever made that scream is going to hell. That scream is funny. I like this prank. I gotta give him the victory music for that one. That was a good one. Somebody said, ah. That scream said, ah. All right, we'll switch over to the next one. The next video we have, okay, so next video we have is this. If you watched WWF back in the day, before it became WWE, it was WWF back in the day, back when they were actually like doing like some real wrestling, back when we had like great matches every Monday and Thursday. You had great talent every time they came down the ring. You had Rock, Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Stone Cold, Triple H, Undertaker, Kane, Varut, Bradshaw, Scott Steiner, Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys. I mean, the list goes on. I could just keep going on and on. Shawn Michaels. I mean, you name it, and we just had talent every single time someone stepped down that ramp. Brock Lesnar. I mean, it was endless, and the way and whenever you had the women's wrestling, was not like it is today. We had women's wrestling, but we were more focused on, you know, the sex appeal of it, the cheeks and all that stuff. You know what I mean? They had puppies. We all cared about puppies and cheeks back then because the society wasn't as highly sexualized as it is now as it was back then. So it wasn't on the level that it's on now, to where it's like desensitized to it. But back then it was different, and the stuff that we could get away with back then with wrestling is nothing that you can get away with now. Like, the women would be in a fee-feast if they got handled like this. But here's a match between a wrestler named Steve Blackman, Perry Saturn, and I think the woman name is Terry. I forget her name. I think it's Terry something. But let's check it out. See how we handled the women back then. We got Steve Blackman here. I guess the lady crossed the line, and let's see how he handles her. Let's check it out. I gotta turn the music off. Look, spanks her. Gives her a few spanks. Picks her up. Ugh. Oh my goodness. That's how we handled them back then in the wrestling days back in the day. Back in the day, that's how they did it. And there was no cancellation. There was no, ideology of, how dare he do that. It was like, nah, you stepped in the ring, you finna get handled in the ring. And however he saw fit, that's what he did. So he just grabs her and goes, here, take this bitch. He says, here, take her. Oh my goodness. He spanks her and then he goes,
shut up, bitch.
And then throws her. Look at this. He's like, I'm done with you.
Shut up, bitch.
Take her. I'm done. Next. Oh boy, those are the good old days of wrestling.
Oh my God! Wow!
You can't do this no more. You cannot get away with this, boy. Look at this. Spank, 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 spank. All right. I'm done. You can have her. Shout out to Steve Blackman. You can't do that no more. If you do that in today's society, boy, you can't do that no more. If you do that in today's wrestling, you getting canceled, fired, fined, sued, threatened, death threats. I mean, you just go down the list. It would just be a nonstop debacle. But times have changed. It went from the World Wrestling Federation to World Wrestling Entertainment, and things have changed. Things have changed, but it is what it is. Next one we have here for Dark Humor. This is, I don't know what this is. I found this random, and I thought it was kind of funny. So we're going to pull this one up and see how this goes. I don't know what cartoon or what anime or what this comes from, but if you know, let me know in the comment section. We got, looks like a peach and a glass of milk. All right, let's see what's going on with these two. Peaches and milk.
Peaches. I'm just gonna.
Oh no! Oh no!
Peaches, I'm sorry.
Damn it! You could have at least given me some warning, at least a shoulder tap.
I know, you're right. It's just that you're so beautiful, I can't control myself sometimes.
Aw, I can't stay mad at you. How about a kiss?
No. Oh no. Peaches, I'm sorry.
Damn it! You could have at least given me some warning, at least a shoulder tap.
I know, you're right. It's just that you're so beautiful, I can't control myself sometimes.
Aw, I can't stay mad at you. How about a kiss?
No. Oh no. Peaches, I'm sorry.
No,
Damn it!
sir.
You could have at least given me some
No,
warning,
sir.
a shoulder tap.
I know, you're right. It's just that you're so beautiful, I can't control myself sometimes.
Aw, I can't stay mad at you. How about a kiss?
No. Oh no.
No. Buddy said, I cannot kiss you. He was like, I can't. He said, it's like, no, sweetie. I'm apologizing for what happened, but I can't kiss you.
No.
He was like, I cannot kiss you. After what I just did to you, he was thinking to himself, he was like, I just can't. I just can't seem to do it because that's my bodily fluids on you. You know what I mean? And she's thinking to himself like,
Why the fuck not?
that's what she's thinking. But he's like, no.
Peaches, I'm sorry.
She's
Damn
just
it!
dumping it all
You
over
could
the
have at least
place.
given me some warning, at least a shoulder tap.
I know, you're right. It's just that you're so beautiful, I can't control myself sometimes.
Aw, I can't stay mad at you. How about a kiss?
No. Oh no. Peaches.
He said no.
What?
He's like, no, I can't do that. No. Shout out to him for having boundaries. Oh my goodness. He said, no, I know what I just did to you and I can see it. I just can't kiss you. No. I can't do it. I'm nasty, but I'm not that nasty. I'm nasty, but I'm not that nasty. Like, no, I've apologized. I admit it. I got too excited, but to kiss you with what I can still see on you, I'm not that level of freaky. I just can't. I can't seem to do it. I'm sorry. I just can't. No. Shout out to the milkman. All right, and the next one we have here, how many we got left? This will be the last one. Last one for dark humor. This one we have here from the real Devontae the Great. No, Devontae the One. The real Devontae the One. He has a he does animated sketches slash animations, animated animations, sketch animated sketches, animations, however I'm trying to say it. But when you see it, you'll know what I mean. And it looks like him and his homie are going to catch some Pokemon. At least that's what I'm seeing up here. But let's see exactly what's going on. Let's roll the footage and see what's happening.
Devontae, we've been in this field for 4 hours. Ain't seen the first Pokemon. You told me we was gonna catch them all. Who said it was Pokemon we were catching? But you said catch them all. We will. Now get down. She's coming. She? Is that a woman? Duh. I thought you meant actual Pokemon, Devontae. Bruh, you see them hips? She damn near shaped like one. Dang, she is kind of shaped like Mewtwo. That's besides the point. This some next level coonery, bruh. And don't hate the player, hate the game. We ain't catching Pokemon, we catching wives. Now quit flapping your gums and help me catch this sweet, succulent, thick, curvy, beautiful, melanated queen. Whatever. Go, masculinity mind. I choose you. Use logic. Dang, it was ineffective. Her emotions were too strong. Use emotional intelligence. Yes, it was super effective. Throw the ball. Go, go. Why ain't nothing happening? Dude, you used the accountability ball, not the master ball. Ah, my bad. Devontae, we've been in this field for 4 hours. Ain't seen the
He used the wrong ball to catch her. He's supposed to use the master ball. He threw the accountability ball at her and it bounced off her face. Brother, but hey. The creativity is great, but let's let him go one more time.
Devontae, we've been in this field for 4 hours. Ain't seen the first Pokemon. You told me we was gonna catch them all. Who said it was Pokemon we were catching? But you said catch them all. We will. Now get down. She's coming. She? Is that a woman? Duh. I thought you meant actual Pokemon, Devontae. Bruh, you see them hips? She damn near shaped like one. Dang, she is kind of shaped like Mewtwo. That's besides the point. This some next level coonery, bruh. And don't hate the player, hate the game. We ain't catching Pokemon, we catching wives. Now quit flapping your gums and help me catch this sweet, succulent, thick, curvy, beautiful, melanated queen. Whatever. Go, masculinity mind. I choose you. Use logic. Dang, it was ineffective. Her emotions were too strong. Use emotional intelligence. Yes, it was super effective. Throw the ball. Go, go. Why ain't nothing happening? Dude, you used the accountability ball, not the master ball. Ah, my bad. Devontae, we've been in this.
Oh man, but shout out to them, man. They did a good job on the sketches, and they do really good every time they have those. He has a YouTube channel as well, and he also has a TikTok. So go check him out. He's really fun to watch. All right. Well, that is it for the dark humor section of the show. We have to switch over the banner so I don't forget and go to the economy portion of the show. So like I said, I'm gonna do a lot of reading on this one. Hopefully you're a person who doesn't like to read, because then I'm just gonna read to you, and hopefully yeah, because I know a lot of you people don't like to read. So reading is fundamental. Reading is fun for the mental, and that's what I'm about to do. Stimulate your mind through reading and fun for the mental. And before we get to it, we're going to first pull this up. This is going to be from a guy that I watch, or I like to listen to talk, a guy I like to listen to by the name of Yousef L. He puts up here, before integration, we were Republicans with community and our, there we go. Change the banner. Before integration, we were Republicans with community and our own businesses. After integration, we became Democrats with jobs and welfare. Man, those are some bars, but when you think about it, it really is. a sad truth, because integration, and not on like a integration, I guess, mixing the races when you integrated races, but it doesn't matter what side you're on, white, black, whatever, it doesn't matter. It actually applies for both sides, because before then, Republicans with communities and had their own businesses. Everybody was thriving in the community and they had their own businesses. When they integrated everything, did the whole Martin Luther King had a dream thing and had people mixed together, then that's when you had the democracy with jobs and welfare. I mean, there was always that, but it wasn't as strong and predominant as it is now. So this right here really does hold some weight if you kind of look at it. It really does, man. And here's a video that I found this video where this brother was bothering this Jewish man in public, and the Jewish guy hit him with he hit him with a one-liner. I mean, he said it over and over, but he hit him with a one-liner that really just put anything he had to say to rest, and basically just got owned in this little short clip. So I'm gonna pull it up right here. As you see, here's the brother right here, and as you see, here's the Jewish guy right here. I mean, who knows? They both could be Jews, whatever. However, he's going to be telling him who the real Jews are, and he's going to respond to him to what he's saying. So let's go and roll the footage, and let's hear what he has to say. So here we go.
This might shock y'all world, but black people is the real Jews.
Okay, so go.
Do you know black people
start wearing tzitzis. Start wearing tzitzis. Go follow the Bible. Start doing what the Bible says. If you say that you're Jewish, start doing what the Bible says.
Black people is the real Jews.
So, very good. Start following the Bible.
Why you want to swing on me or something? Read what I mean, man.
Let's run that back one more time.
This might shock y'all world, but black people is the real Jews.
Okay, so go.
Do you know black people
start wearing tzitzis. Start wearing tzitzis. Go follow the Bible. Start doing what the Bible says. If you say that you're Jewish, start doing what the Bible says.
Black people is the real Jews.
So, very good. Start following the Bible.
Why you want to swing on me or something? Read what I mean, man.
Got to give a round of applause to the Jewish guy. He says, "Oh, you're the real Jews? Well, then why aren't you wearing?" And he named the garment. I don't know what he was saying. I can't understand his pronunciation of the garment. And then he said, the other guy said, "Well, we're the real Jews. Black people are the real Jews." And the Jewish guy said, "Oh yeah? Well, then why don't you start following the Bible? Why don't you do what the Bible says then? If you're the real Jew, why don't you follow the Bible?" It's like, ugh. He's got a point. He's got a valid point. I mean, if you're going to claim you're the real Jews of the Bible, then why ain't you following the scripture that is put out for you? So, I mean, you can't deny what he said. That was some bars. So shout out to the Jewish guy for having a great rebuttal for that guy coming up to him, trying to tell him who the real Jews are. And he's like, okay, cool. If you're the real Jew, well, then why don't you follow the Bible then? I mean, to be honest with you, what the Jewish guy really said, I'm gonna tell you this. What the Jewish guy really said to him when the black dude came up and said, "Black people are the real Jews." I mean, in a nutshell, the Jewish guy, when he rebutted him, what he really said was, "Shut up, bitch." In a nutshell, that's really what he said to him, because he was like, "I ain't trying to hear it, because you really don't look like what is spoken about." So he's like, "I ain't trying to hear none of that. I ain't trying to hear none of it." So shout out to him. I got to give him credit for that one. I mean, you can't take that away from him. He came with straight truth bomb. And let me pull this back up. Let's go to the comment section of the video. So let's run the video one more time.
This might shock y'all world, but black people is the real Jews.
You see? He says black people are the real Jews, but I mean, I'm looking at him and I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know. Who's to say how you're supposed to dress, but whatever.
Okay, so go.
Do you know black people
start wearing tzitzis. Start wearing tzitzis. Go follow the Bible.
Start wearing chin or tintins or whatever. Start wearing tintins. Or, I don't know what he's saying. I gotta figure it out. He start wearing. Jews wear tintins. Is he saying tintins? Here are some of the Jews use tins or metal. No. Teflon? I don't know. I can't figure out what it is that he's talking about. What garment on their chest? What is it called? Identified and marked them. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the name, but it doesn't say what it's named. But he says it. I just can't understand what he's saying. Roll it back.
Start wearing tits. Go follow this. Go.
Do you know black people?
Go start wearing tits. Start wearing tits. Go follow the Bible.
See? And this guy back, he laughing at him.
Start wearing tits. Go follow the Bible. Start doing what the Bible says. If you say that you're Jewish, start doing what the Bible says.
Black people is
He said, if you think that you're Jewish, start doing what the Bible says. Bars. He got him on that one. There was nothing else he could say. I mean, it's like, hey, you gonna tell me who you are, but you don't act like it. You really don't act like it. Basically, he's saying like, hey, I'm the real Superman. Well, it's like, well, Superman, you're acting like Batman right now. You clearly have no superpowers. You're rich with a trust fund. And you hide in an underground tunnel. That don't sound like Superman to me. That don't sound like Superman to me at all. You acting like Batman. You don't sound like Superman. That's basically what he's saying. He's like, you need to start conducting yourself accordingly.
Start following the Bible.
Find us somebody you want to swing with me or something? Free Palestine, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we got to give him the victory music for that one. I mean, that was bars. All right, so moving on to the what is it? The next slide that we have here. I want to save that one. Can I save that? I think I can. I don't. Does somebody know what he says? His response was top tier. Yeah, where your well, she spelled T-Z-I-T, so I can't tell what he's saying. But I'm gonna keep that one up, and I'll figure it out for later. But anyhow. So here we are. So now we are at the Constitution. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up on the screen right now. I'm going to start reading from this, the Constitution. So yesterday I was reading and I start on Article 1. I read the preamble. Got on Article 1, and now we're on Section 1 and 2 is what we read yesterday. And now we're going to start on Section 3. So preamble, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice and domestic tranquility, yada, yada, yada. I used to know that. I had to actually memorize that for school. And then we did Section 1, which tells you about the legislative power and how Congress is created basically with a Senate and House of Representatives. And they explain to you the tenure and how long each Senate and House of Representatives holds their tenure, and what happens when there's a vacancy in the representation from any state. So that's Section 2 in a nutshell, somewhat. So now we're on Section 3. So Article 1, Section 3 of the Constitution. We're going to pick up yesterday where we left off, and we're going to read, I don't know how far, just when I feel comfortable, then we'll stop, and we'll proceed on to the next segment of the show. But we're going to go ahead and read this, because personally, I've never read it myself before, and a lot of the times, a lot of people probably haven't read it themselves either. So I figured, you know what, why not do it as a live stream and just read it and just go through it day by day until it's finished. Not a bad idea in my opinion. So starting with Article 1, Section 3, and this will probably help a lot of people understand civics and what's going on and how things are working, because, you know, a lot of people don't read for themselves. You know, you hear something that's said on a social media platform, and then you take it and run with it without just going and reading it for yourself and getting a basic understanding. I'm guilty of that too. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and read this. So Article 1, Section 3 states, and we're going to start reading. The Senate of the United States shall compose of, and let me know if it's too small. I want to make sure it's not. You know what? We'll do it like this. There, I think that's better. Yeah, that's better. Here we go. So starting up here. The Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, chosen by the legislature thereof for 6 years, and each senator shall have 1 vote. Immediately after, they shall be assembled in consequence of the first election. They shall be divided as equally as may be into 3 classes. The seats of the senators of the first class shall be vacated at the expiration of the 2nd year, of the 2nd class at the expiration of the 4th year, and of the 3rd class at the expiration of the 6th year, so that 1/3 may be chosen every 2nd year, and if vacancies happen by resignation or otherwise during the recess of the legislature of any state, the executive thereof may make temporary appointments until the next meeting of the legislature, which shall then fill such vacancies. All right. No person shall be a senator who shall not have attained to the age of 30 years and been 9 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be inhabitant of the state for which he shall be chosen. The Vice President of the United States shall be President of the Senate, but shall have no vote unless they be equally divided. Interesting. The Vice President of the United States shall be President of the Senate, but shall have no votes unless they be equally divided. So to me, that sounded like the Vice President is like the tiebreaker. I could be wrong, but that's what it sounds like. Because the Vice President cannot vote unless they be equally divided. So if the House and the Senate are equally divided, then the Vice President is the one that divides it with that extra number that makes it odd, I guess, versus even. Going down. The Senate shall choose their other officers, and also a president pro tempore in the absence of the vice president, or when he shall exercise the office of President of the United States. I'll read that again. The Senate shall choose their own officers, and also a president pro tempore in absence of the vice president, or when he shall exercise the office of President of the United States. Now, what is pro tempore? We have to figure out what that word means, because I don't know what it means, and we need to figure out what it means. So let's see. We don't want to walk past this and not know what a word means. So let's see. Pro tempore. I'm gonna use, let's see. I'm gonna use 2 dictionaries. I'm gonna use Google as my dictionary, and then I'm also gonna use a Black's Law dictionary. So let's see. So we got procedure, no, they don't have it in here. So let's see, I'm gonna find that word. I found it. Let's see, dictionary, pro tempore meaning. So let's see what we have. All right, so here we go. We'll do it like this. Pull this up here. In legal terms, pro tempore is a Latin phrase that means for the time being. It is often used to describe a judge or attorney who is temporarily filling a judicial vacancy. All right. So pro tempore, which means for the time being. In legal usage, pro temis, often used to describe a judge or attorney who is temporarily filling a judicial vacancy. All right, so we have that, what it means. It means for the time being. So let's read that again. And let's see. The Senate shall choose, and that word choose, let's make sure that it actually means what we think it means. So let's see. We have to pull that up as well. Let's see. The word choose is written different. Now, it could be written different because it was written so long ago, but I just want to be sure. So let me write that up here again. Choose meaning. All right, so here we go. So it says there are multiple matches for the word choose. The archaic meaning or spelling of choose. Okay, expressive surprise, impatience, annoyance. All right, so basically means the same thing. To defeat through trickery or deceit. All right, so we have an expression of surprise, impatience, or annoyance. All right, cool. So we have about the same meaning. So the Senate shall choose their other officers and also a president. And instead of saying pro tempore, we're gonna put the definition that we just read, which was, good Lord, what was it? Oh no, it wasn't choose. It was pro tempore. Hold on, I just had it. Pro tempore. For the time being, the Senate shall choose their other officers and also a president for the time being in the absence of the vice president, or when he shall exercise the office of president of the United States. So if the vice president is absent, the Senate can choose their other officers and also a president for the time being in the absence of a vice president. All right. The Senate shall have the sole power to try all impeachments. When sitting for that purpose, they shall be on oath or affirmation. When the president of the United States is tried, the Chief Justice shall preside, and no person shall be convicted without the concurrence of 2/3 of the members present. Judgment in cases of impeachment shall not extend further than to removal from office and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States. But the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable and subject to indictment, trial, judgment, and punishment according to law. Interesting. So in case of a judgment in cases of an impeachment shall not extend further than to removal from office and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States. But the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable and subject to indictment, trial, judgment, and punishment according to the law. So, if you are impeached, it shall not extend further than to removal from office if you're impeached, and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States. So if you're impeached, that's it. You can't go back. You can't come back for a second run. If you get impeached, and that's what they were trying to do to somebody, you cannot come back for a second run. It says it right here. But the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable. So if you do get impeached, you are liable for an indictment, a trial, a judgment, and punishment if you're impeached. All right. So that's interesting. That's Section 3, Article 1, Section 3 of the Constitution. Okay. So we got that right there. Oh, man, I missed my Pokemon. It's okay. On to Section 4. It's a short one. Make sure I got it on the screen. Article 1, Section 4. The times, places, and manner of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state by the legislature thereof. But the Congress may at any time by law make or alter such regulations, except as to the places of choosing senators. The Congress shall assemble at least once in every year, and such meetings shall be on the first Monday in December unless they shall by law appoint a different day. So Congress have to assemble at least once every year on such meeting and shall be on the first Monday in December. So know that the first Monday in December, Congress has to assemble. They have to meet unless they shall be appointed by law on a different day. So did you know that on the first Monday of December, Congress got to meet? Okay, they have to meet. And what are they meeting for? Let's see. The times, places, and manner of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state by the legislature thereof, but the Congress may at any time by law make or alter such regulations. So they can alter that, except as to the places of choosing senators. The Congress shall assemble at least once every year, and such meetings shall be on the first Monday in December unless they shall by law appoint a different day. Okay, Article 1, Section 5. Going down. Each house shall be the judge of the elections. Returns and qualifications of its own members and a majority of each shall constitute a quorum to do business. But a smaller number may adjourn from day to day and may be authorized to compel the attendance of absent members in such manner and under such penalties as each house may provide. Interesting. I'll read that again. Each house shall be the judge of the elections. Returns and qualifications of his own members and a majority of each shall constitute a quorum to do business. What is a quorum? Does anybody know what a quorum is? Let's look up what a quorum is. Let's see what a quorum is. Quorum. Quorum. Quorum is the minimum number of members who must be present for a deliberative assembly to legally conduct business. So the least amount of people you can have to be present to deliberate, to take care of business, and a majority of each shall constitute a. Okay, but a smaller number may adjourn from day to day, and may be authorized to compel the attendance of absent members in such manner and under such penalties as each house may provide. All right, so we got that. Each house may determine the rules of its proceedings, punish its members for disorderly behavior, and with the concurrence of 2/3 expel a member. I don't know, do we see that happening nowadays? Are people getting punished by their members? Hey, Panda, thank you for the lurk. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. So it says right here, each house may determine the rules of its proceedings, punish its members for disorderly behavior, and with the concurrence of 2/3 expel a member. So they can check each other and punish each other. And with the concurrence of 2/3, expel one another. Excuse me. Each house shall keep a journal of its proceedings, and from time to time publish the same, expecting such parts as may in their judgment require secrecy. And the yeas and the nays of the member of either house on any question shall, at the desire of 1/5 of those present, be entered on the journal. So let's read that again. Each house shall keep a journal of its proceedings, and from time to time publish the same, expecting such parts as may in their judgment require secrecy. And yeas and nays, yeses and nos, of the members of either house on any question shall, at the desire of 1/5 of those present, be entered on the journal. So the yeses and nos of members of either house on any question shall be at the desire of 1/5 of those present be entered in the journal. So if anybody has questions on anything in the journal, it can be entered into the journal by 1/5 of those present. Neither house, can you see it? You can see it. Neither house during the session of Congress shall, without the consent of the other, adjourn for more than 3 days, nor to any other place than that in which the two houses shall be sitting. Let's just make sure we got that word adjourn, because I'm going past adjourn, and I'm assuming, and that's where I'm messing up at. So adjourn. In the legal context, adjourn can mean ending a meeting. Adjourn can be used to close a meeting or official gathering such as a convention. Okay. Adjourn can mean to put off, defer, or postpone. Okay. So let's read it again. Neither house during the session of Congress shall, without the consent of the other, adjourn, put off, defer, postpone for more than 3 days, nor to any other place that in which the two houses shall be sitting. So neither house during the session of Congress shall, without consent of the other, put off for more than 3 days, nor to any other place than that in which the two houses shall be sitting. So you can't put it off more than 3 days. Article 1, Section 6. Let's continue. The senators and representatives shall receive a compensation for their services to be ascertained by law and paid out of the Treasury of the United States. They shall in all cases, except treason, felony, and breach of the peace, be privileged from arrest during their attendance at the session of their respective housing, and in going to and returning from the same. And for any speech or debate in either house, they shall not be questioned in any other place. Interesting. Ascertain. All right. Did I say ascertained? I think that might be the same thing. All right. So let's read that again. The senators and representatives shall receive a compensation. All right. They shall receive a compensation for their services to be ascertained or ascertained by law and paid out of the Treasury of the United States. So the Treasury of the United States is who's paying these guys. They shall, in all cases, except treason, felony, and breach of the peace, be privileged from arrest during their attendance at the session of their respective houses, and in going to and returning from the same. So they shall in all cases, except for treason, a felony, and breach of the peace, and any other reason, they are privileged from arrest during their attendance at the session of their respective houses, and going to and from, returning from the same. And for any speech or debate in either house, they shall not be questioned in any other place. No senator or representative shall, during the time for which he was elected, be appointed to any civil office under the authority of the United States, which shall have been created, or emoluments whereof shall have been increased during such time. And no person holding any office under the United States shall be a member of either house during this continuance in office. Let me read that one again. This is probably the last one I'll read, and then we'll move on to the next part. Let me see how much time have I spent on this. Okay, cool. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I do want to spend some time on it. No senator or representative shall, during the time for which he was elected, be appointed to any civil office under the authority of the United States, which shall have been created, or the emoluments whereof shall have been increased during such time. And no person holding any office under the United States shall be a member of either house during his continuance in office. Okay, so let's see if we can get a better breakdown or understanding. Let's see. And let's see what other people will say about it, because this will be interesting. So let's see. Understanding 1, section 3 through 6. All right, so let's see. What do I have? 1, 2, and 3 explained. Okay, you got 1, 2, and 3 explained. But do you have anything
Students
else?
with ADHD save.
Okay, hush, 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 hush. Let's see. Does he go through and explain everything? No, he doesn't.
Today we're looking at Article 1, Section 1.
Yes. Article 1, Section 2. And does he explain the whole thing? I'm just curious. Okay, he explains 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, let's go ahead and go to 7. And then I'll have the video to see if he can explain it, just to see if we come up with the same understanding. All right, so here we go. Last one. All bills for raising revenue shall originate in the House of Representatives, but the Senate may propose or concur with amendments as on other bills. Every bill which shall have passed the House of Representatives and the Senate shall, before it becomes a law, be presented to the President of the United States. If he approves, he shall sign it, but if not, he shall return it. Veto. With his objections to that House in which it shall have originated, who shall enter objections at large on their journal and proceed to reconsider it. If after such reconsideration 2/3 of that house shall agree to pass the bill, it shall be sent together with the objection to the other house, by which it shall likewise be reconsidered. And if approved by 2/3 of that house, it shall become a law. But in all cases, the vetoes of both houses shall be determined by the yeas and nays, and the names of the person voting for and against the bill shall be entered on the journal of each house respectively. If any bill shall not be returned by the president within 10 days, Sundays excepted, after it shall have been presented to him, the same shall be a law, in all like manner as if he had signed it, unless the Congress by their adjournment prevent its return, in which case it shall not be a law. Every order, resolution, or vote to which the concurrence of the Every order, resolution, or vote to which the concurrence of the Senate and House of Representatives may be necessary, except a question of adjournment, shall be presented to the President of the United States, and before the same shall take effect, shall be approved by him, or being disapproved by him, shall be repassed by 2/3 of the Senate and House of Representatives according to the rules and limitations prescribed in the case of a bill. So a case law. So you have to study case law to understand how the rules and limitations are prescribed. Okay, so then I found this gentleman here who has gone
Today
over
we're looking at
Article 1, Section 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we just finished Articles 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're going to see what he has to say about it. So let me pull him up on the screen. And I'm going to allow him to give his explanation. Let's see what he says. So let's go ahead and let him cook. Here we go.
Article 1, Section 4, 5, 6, and 7 of the U.S. Constitution. Hello and welcome to the Daily Bell Ringer. Please don't forget to subscribe and take a look at the questions down in the description. Also down in the description, take a look at the one is all about the legislative branch and U.S. Constitution. Remember, Article 1 is all about the legislative branch and basically organizes or sets up Congress with two houses, the House of Representatives and the Senate. Those houses were defined and requirements were outlined in Section 1, 2, and 3 of Article 1. Now, the next few sections, Section 4, 5, and 6, I'm going to kind of breeze through as I could get into a lot of detail, but honestly, these sections simply outline various rules of Congress. Some rules to take note of here is that it says each state may establish their own method.
Fair use. This guy's named the Daily Bell Ringer. Fair use for the Daily Bell Ringer. Fair use.
Of elections, as long as it's a democratic method of elections. Also, each House of Congress. Some rules to take note of here is that it says each state may establish their own method of elections, as long as it's a democratic method of elections. Also, each House of...
They may establish their own elections as long as it's a democratic method of elections. Why not a Republican method of elections? Or Republic method of elections?
Congress must have a minimum number of representatives present in order to meet, debate, and take votes on laws. This is known as a quorum. Interestingly, once the Constitution was approved and the government officially went into effect, they were going to have the first meeting of the House of Representatives on March 4th of 1789. Well, that first day, there weren't enough representatives present to have a quorum. In fact, it wouldn't be until April 1st of 1789 that there were enough representatives that showed up for them to have a quorum and actually take action on any legislation. It also establishes in these sections that members of Congress will be paid for their service in the legislature. And then lastly, one kind of odd rule is that members of Congress cannot be detained or arrested while traveling to or from Congress to vote. This
They cannot be arrested or detained unless it's for treason, felony, or breach of the peace, because we saw that. Those are the three reasons that they could be arrested for.
Goes back to a practice that the King of England had done in the past, in which members of the British Parliament, if they were about to take a vote and they were voting against something that the king wanted, he would just simply have them arrested and then they couldn't vote. So the founding fathers wanted to make sure this didn't happen. So if a congressman is stopped for speeding on the way to vote, the policeman has to let him go. Now, that doesn't mean the congressman will not face consequences after the vote is taken that day. So it's not simply a free pass to break any law you like. So there's sections 4, 5, and 6 of Article 1. The really big section here in Article 1 is Section 7. This is where the Constitution outlines how a bill becomes a law. A bill is a proposed law that still needs to be debated and voted on. According to the Constitution, a bill which has gone through congressional committee has to pass both houses of Congress. To pass, it has to get a majority vote, or over 50% of those voting in favor of the proposed law in both the House and the Senate. Once the bill is passed in both houses of Congress, it then goes to the President of the United States for their approval. If the President approves it and signs it, that bill now becomes law. The President does have the power to veto or reject a bill. The President can simply veto parts of the bill or veto the entire thing. Now, that doesn't mean that the bill is necessarily dead or done with then. If Congress can get a 2/3 majority vote in favor of the bill, they can override a presidential veto and the bill will still become law.
Well, that has to come from the Senate and the House of Representatives, 2/3 on each side.
Overrides are not something that happens every day, so when you hear of one happening in the news, you might stop and take note. Now, just one more time reviewing using a flow chart to show how a bill becomes a law. A member of Congress introduces a proposed bill. Depending on what that bill deals with, it will go to a committee. And a committee is a smaller group of congressmen that look at specific issues such as education, transportation, and the list goes on and on. So let's say, for instance, that there's a bill that has to do with building new roads. That would go to probably like a transportation committee. That committee will look at the bill, discuss it, hear from experts about the building of this road, and then they'll decide whether or not it should go on to, the House or the Senate to be debated on and voted on. The bill may even die in committee, meaning they don't believe it's worth sending out. But if it does get out, then it'll go to either the House or the Senate, who will then debate it and vote on it. If it passes one house, then it will go to the other house to be debated and voted on. If it passes that house, then it goes on to the president for approval. If it's signed, then it becomes a law, or if the president might veto it, then it might go back to the Congress to be voted on again. So a lot of steps there for a bill to become a law, but the founders put all these steps in place to hopefully protect against hasty laws that were not well thought through being passed. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean there aren't. Now, that doesn't mean the congressman will not face.
One thing I do want to go through is right here. He mentions that members of Congress cannot be arrested traveling to or from sessions of Congress. Now, listen to the way he says it, and this is why I say it's very important to read. Here we go.
Members of Congress cannot be detained or arrested while traveling to or from Congress to vote.
That's all he says.
This goes back to a practice that the King of England had done in the past, in which members of the British Parliament, if they were about to take a vote and they were voting against something that the king wanted, he would just simply have them arrested, and then they couldn't vote.
But then if we go back and read it, and I'll find it for you here. Right here. Right here. The senators and representatives shall receive compensation and to be ascertained by law and paid out. Okay. They shall, in cases except treason, felony, and breach of the peace, be privileged from arrest during their attendance at the session of their respective houses for whatever speech, and going to and from and returning from the same place. And for any speech or debate in either house shall they not be questioned in any other place. So they shall in all cases, except if it's treason, a felony, or breach of the peace. So unless it's one of these three reasons right here, they cannot be arrested. That's why I'd say it's very important to read this, because you'll hear what someone says and you'll ignore the fact that that part is very important. because he doesn't say that.
So the founding fathers wanted to make sure this didn't happen. So if a congressman is stopped for speeding on the way to vote, the policeman has to let him go. Now, that doesn't mean the congressman will not face consequences after the vote is taken that day. So it's not simply a free pass to break any law you like. One is Section 7. Sections 4, 5, and 6 of Article 1. The right to break any law you like.
Yeah, so it's just important that you got to read that yourself to see that. Because if it's treason, felony, or breach of peace, then they can be arrested. But anything else, they'd be privileged from arrest. So always read. That's why I'm choosing to read this, because then I can actually prove and show, like, hey, if you hear somebody else talk about something, he didn't give us the full thing. He just said they can be free from arrest. And if you read it, it tells you they are privileged from arrest except for these reasons. So always read stuff for yourself. That's all I'm going to read today on the Constitution, and we're going to pick up tomorrow on Section 8, Article 1, Section 8. So I'm going to keep this here and everything, and we're going to go ahead and move on to our next segment of the show. But I just want y'all to know to always, always, always read, man. Always read your stuff. And it's very important to read this particular document because everybody has their, some people don't care about civics and politics, and I'm not the one to really care that much as well. However, I will say this, the key to life is reading. And if you are in a sense feeling some type of way, or don't like how things are going, or don't like how things are ran, or can't understand why something is happening, or how people can do this and get away with that, you should read the rules of the game, because this is what it is. It's a game. These are the rules of the game that these people play by. They play by these rules. This is the rules that they're playing by, and it's not hidden from you. And it gets a lot deeper than this. It does get deeper than this. I'm just reading it, scratching the surface. As we go along, I'll go deeper and deeper and deeper. But always remember that you got to read stuff to get a good understanding as to what it really is, and understand every word that you come across that you don't understand. So always read the rules to the game and understand how the game is played, so you don't get played playing the game. Because there's people who know how to play the game and you don't. And that's why a lot of situations turn out the way they do for people, because they don't understand how the game is played. So they end up being pawns in the system's games as opposed to players in the game of the system. So always, always, always read. And I really feel like this is a great, well, not feel, I really believe that this is a great document to sit down and read for starters, to take it from the top and just go all the way down and see what we unravel, see what we unfold, and see what we can pick apart to get a good understanding as to what the game is like, because it is a game. Here's a game being played. It's a game. When you look into it, you'll discover it's a big game, and the game is reading and comprehension and being able to articulate it in your own way and means of understanding. All right. So that's it for that portion of the show. We're going to go into the last segment of the show, which is AI rising. So we're going to take this banner down and put this one up. And of course, in great fashion, if you know anything about the show that we do here, we always got to go into the segment of the show in great fashion. We have to do it the right way. And let's go ahead and do it the right way. So without further ado, cue the music and bring it on. Let's go. Here we go. So we got our first piece right here. There's our first piece right there we got going on. Yeah, buddy. Shaking the hips. Looking lovely. I'm enjoying it. I like it. Hopefully you do too, because look at her. Look at her. Yes, we got that one going. We got this one here going. Oh man, it's getting out of control. Okay. Yes, sway the hips. Yes, it's getting out of control in the club scene. Got another one back there dancing. Can you tell? Let me go to this one here. What we got going on here? The mirror view on the back too? What? Hold on. Wait a minute. Is that a a shadow? I hope it's a shadow. Oh man, getting a little scary back there, to be quite honest with you. Might be something going on. And this one I gotta refresh. We gotta refresh this one. Hopefully the music don't play. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Don't say anything. Be quiet. Oh yes. Yeah, buddy. Up close and personal. Man, look at that. That is fun. Look at this. Look at this. It's crazy. No, you hush. This is wild. And it's just weird how they're getting better and better and better at this. Getting better. Each day, they're getting better and better and better to perfection. Fun to look at though. I will admit that. But look at that. We got this one here. Club scene and everything. Yeah, these lean links is on point. I don't know why they got them all in lean form, but I mean, I'll take it. I ain't gonna complain about the lean link. I'm okay with the lean link form. Shout out to CGA. Guess I gotta refresh this one again. Yeah, man. I'm here for it. I'll take it. I don't know what that last dance is. It's kind of corny. Whatever. But we'll stop the music there. And I just want you to know there's a reason why we show those. And it's just to let you know that those are all AI. Ain't none of those real women. They're all fake. Every single last one of them are fake. They're all fake. That's the crazy part. They're all fake. They are all fake. And that's the power of AI is having each and every single day. They're getting better and better and better with whatever it is that they do. It's getting stronger and stronger and harder to be able to distinguish what's real and what's fake. That's the thing. And at some point, you're not going to be able to tell what's real and what's not. And we're going to have this lady here. She's going to speak on a creepy AI tool that she says. As a creepy AI tool launches this Black Mirror style commercial friend. Let's go ahead and let her cook, and I'm going to let her go ahead and talk about it. So starting off with AI Rising, this is the first one that you got. And if you ever seen Black Mirror is a TV show where every single episode has nothing to do with the last. I can't think of any TV shows that there is one, Death, Love, Kill, but I don't think anybody watches that but me. Black Mirror, just every single episode is different. Every single one. It doesn't tie into the last one or the one in the future. It's just a brand new episode every time. So if you jump into Dark Mirror season 3, episode 8, it doesn't have anything to do. It's its own episode in that season, or all seasons. It's its own episode. So they all are different, don't tie together. So she's going to talk about this creepy AI tool that's going to launch. It's a Black Mirror style commercial, and it's going to talk about the AI tool that's created called Friend. Let's see what we got. Roll the footage.
We are so cooked.
I got a refresher, of course. Here we go.
Guys, we are so cooked. We are living in Black Mirror. This founder spent $1.8 million on the domain name friends.com. Just the domain name for this product. Please watch this commercial and let me know if you think it's going to pop off.
Gosh, I'm out of breath. We made it. Woo! I don't know how to woo very good. That's fair. All right, let's go.
Let me show you how to game, bro, okay? Oh, come on, come on. Oh, let's go!
Are you serious? Come on, man. I hate this game.
Take notes, baby.
Oh, man, you guys suck.
Bro, you look like the back
Let's
of the
go, let's go.
Dude, what? How did you do that?
I know, the effects are crazy. It's dank. I could eat one of these every day. Oh. Sorry, I got you messy.
It's really nice up here. How'd you find this place?
I don't know. I just kind of like to come up here to be by myself. I've never brought anybody else. I mean, besides her.
She goes everywhere with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I must be doing something right then.
I guess so. We'll see.
He didn't say that. Tell me he didn't just say that.
Well, you can buy a friend for $100 plus tax, I believe, $99 plus tax. And you saw how awkward those conversations were when the dude and the woman was sitting at the top, and she wanted to hit her friend button so bad, but she had a person sitting right in front of her. People responding to messages via an AI bot app, and you're gonna pay $100 for that? I can talk to an AI right now for free. But then again, why would you want to kindle a relationship with a AI robot? But if you keep people away from it, but if you keep people awkward from having face-to-face conversations with each other and make text messaging and communicating digitally with each other, then it's the same thing. You really don't know the difference. It's not a different feeling as opposed to a real person texting you and an AI texting you. That's what ends up happening. So you destroy the communication between people basically and make it easier for people to communicate with each other via text message or messages or DMs or whatever the case have you. But it's never a actual voice or anything like that. So then it wouldn't be hard to implement you talking to an AI versus you talking to another person. And then when you get a person in front of you, it's all awkward and stuff, and you want to get clarifications and everything from the AI to make sure that the human you're talking to is A-okay, and it's just weird. It's weird. And you're paying $100 for the AI friend. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, the only thing I could think of, honestly, to make it right is this. But I digress. Then we have this right here. We have Beijing World Robotics Congress. China looks far ahead in the race for humanoid robots, and these look straight out of a sci-fi. Let's check this out on what we got here. And so in Beijing and China, they got some robots that got rolling. Let's see if we got sound to it, but let's go ahead and let me zoom in. Let me zoom in and see if we can roll the footage. Oh crap. There we go. Can I zoom in on it? Yeah, there we go. Let's zoom in and roll the footage. Here we go. It's walking and moving by itself, yo. It's walking and moving by itself. Look at this. Walking and moving by itself, bro. Only thing I can hear this thing saying right now is this.
Prepare the meat so dong. Prepare the meat so dong.
That's it. It's a wrap. It is a wrap.
Oh my God! Wow!
Man, that is crazy. And it's a rush. It's a race to see who can get these robots out first. It's just like... It's crazy. They're not playing around. They really about to get these things out here.
I said, goddamn.
But hey, it's coming. It is what it is. Don't be scared. Just be prepared. Ain't nothing else you can do. But you know, how I always say, at the end of the day, all you can do is this. So then we got another one. This one is called Figure 2, Figure 02. It's another AI-powered humanoid robot. I don't know where this one's from. This one is from, I don't know. They might tell us in the ad or whatever you want to call it, the reel. Let's go ahead and play it. Let's see what they say. So here we go.
New robot just dropped. Meet Figure 2. This humanoid robot is sleeker than its predecessor Figure 1, having tucked away much of the exposed wiring. 6 onboard cameras provide the Figure 2 with its view of the world, and hands with 10 fingers and 16 degrees of freedom will have what Figure calls, quote, human-like strength. The robot can carry more weight, has longer battery life, and more computing power than the Figure 1. A partnership with OpenAI has given the robot the power to hold a conversation and obey commands. It can learn to do different tasks via training and simulation and mimicking human demonstrators. Figure's partnership with BMW allows the company to learn and experiment with how these robots could be put to use in automobile manufacturing. Like its humanoid robot competitors, Figure is aiming at the labor market, using employer anxiety around staffing as a selling point. What do you think of humanoid robots? Handy helpers or soulless job stealers? Let us know down in the comments. New robot just dropped. Meet Figure 2. This humanoid robot is sleeker than its predecessor Figure 1, having tucked...
All right. There we go. So we got Figure 2, and then we have over here, we got, I forget what this one name is. What is his name? China's World Robotic 2024 held a student element, the event. They don't have a name for this one, but we got this one. We got this one. So it's a race, and Tesla got some out too. So everybody's got their own different kind of robots going on. Everybody's got their own kind of robots going on. And they're going to put these things out, man. I mean, each corporation, all the big conglomerates are going to have their own robots. They're all like all the conglomerates, the corporation are fighting to put out their own style of robot. Different countries, big conglomerate corporations are trying to put out their own kind of robot, which is crazy to see and crazy to watch because they clearly are not playing. They're really about to get these things out of here. And they're going to implement them and they're going to use them. And I mean, it's going to cut off their bottom. It's going to increase their profits, you know. It's going to increase their profits for sure, and it's going to replace a lot. So, yeah, just be prepared for what's going to... There goes the Tesla one right there. I think this might be the Tesla one for sure. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't hear him say it. But you see their walk-in. They're doing things already. And it's just going to get better and better and better from here on out. So, yeah, man. Figure out what it is that you're going to be doing and get to it. Get to it. Get to your grind. Get to your grind and stay to it and do not let up. Push. Next one we got here is AI's getting out of hand as far as the videos go. So check out this video that we have right here that we got pulled up. I don't know if it has music to it, but if it does, I got to mute it. But let's go ahead and pull up this video and look at what it's got going on. Check this out. As you can already clearly see how we're starting this off. Look at this.
Standing on business.
Okay, I gotta turn it off. I gotta turn the music off. But here we go. Let's see what this looks like. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is crazy. Yeah. Oh boy. Look at this, man. This is wild. And it looks like a CCTV form of footage. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at how they're doing this. This is wild. Oh man. Uh-oh. Did he pull? Okay, I'm about to say, is he gonna buzz him? Oh man. Of course. Bring a knife to a gunfight. Way to go. Look at this. They're putting in everybody. Oh, they even got him too. They got the Pope. Wow. They got everybody. Look at this video. Directed by the Door brothers. And they look like the people we were talking about earlier when the other guy was trying to tell them who the real Jews were. This is crazy. Man, look at that, boy. Sheesh. AI's getting out of hand. But hold on. There's another one I got for you. Check this one out. This is going to be pretty cool to watch this one too. Look at how this one starts off. Check this out. Look at this. Bam. That's how we starting this one off.
Matter what the brand, son.
Oh, I got to stop the music. I got to turn the music down. But look at this one. Check out this one. Different video. Look at this. Oh, no, not the pizza. If you know anything about that, that's crazy. Oh, they're showing Hillary get rid of the files. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they're putting the flu inside of the monkey. Oh, man. You know what ice cream means, if you know. Got Putin in here with his martial arts. Horses. Oh, my goodness. Oh, they're calling him a lizard, a reptilian. Oh, no. Look at her. She's drinking and she's... Look like she's about to put a blast her sugar daddy. King Jung Sung Hung. They got him as the Grim Reaper. That's wild. And they got the Pope. Iron Maiden. Oh, man, if you know what an Iron Maiden is, that was an old torture device. Going after your kids. Going after the kids. Oh, man. These are actually telling you something if you pay attention to... they got Elon with Shibu type dogs, I believe. Like Shibu coin. So that cryptocurrency might be taken off. That might be an underlining clinic. Oh, they gave Hillary all the sixes. Jesus. Oh, man, they are not playing around. The same people. There they go again. Those brothers. Look at them. Look at them. Look at the brothers they got directing this. Man, this is crazy. Look at this. This is wild. Man, pizza. If you know what Pizzagate is, then you know what's going on here. So they got pizza getting rid of the files. And then you got this guy. I forget his name, but he's the Pfizer thingy and all that stuff. And then look, he's hitting the kids. Then they got him that look like what's his name? That look like Lepstein. Then they got about to hit the monkey with some and then let him out into the wild. Thank you. They got old Joe and he's eating ice cream. Look up what ice cream can mean. You got Putin right here with his martial arts on. Got his horses, and then they show him flying the rainbow flag. And if you notice, the rainbow colors are upside down. And him, you got the lizard on the back, and then you got him with soldiers on the ground. Wow, soldiers laid out on the ground, smiles in the camera, and then goes to the oh my goodness. Then Kamala, they got her pointing at her sugar daddy, and then got her bottle of liquor, you know. This is crazy. Then they got him as, you know, the Grim Reaper. Wow. It's almost like... Then you got the Pope. Torturing people. Man, it's like they're telling you right to your face. Wow, Shibu. I'm assuming that Shibu coin is gonna go up a whole lot. That's my assumption, because that's the logo for that coin. So I'm just gonna go on a limb and say that Shibu coin, if you go into cryptocurrencies, I think that coin's gonna take off at some point. That's just my assumption. That's my assumption. So I'm thinking that's what they're doing with that. But man, look at this. This is so crazy. And Shibu coin might take off. So you got Elon. You got the number here. You got Trump, but it looked like he had on a mask. Like Trump had on a mask, though. And if you have these numbers, could mean something. You got the lizard here for him. Mark Zuckerberg, God. Wow. Joe Biden with his ice cream. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. You got Putin is 5. Him is 6. Look at her. Look at her. 6 sixes. Kim Jong-un, Anthony Fauci. Fauci was his name. Fauci. We got Pope, ID, Dare, ID Dare. Because, you know, popes are like religion and finances at the same time almost. ID, Kamala Harris. And then there's the people who made this. Man. Whew. That was wild. And of course, as always, when you're watching something like that. Man, this is getting crazier and crazier and crazier. We're almost done. Got like 1 or 2 more slides left and we'll be done with the show. The next one we got up here is we have a TikToker uses Elon Musk deep fake live stream. So he's on a live stream and he does an Elon Musk deep fake. Let's see how this looks. Let's pull this up. So Elon Musk deep fake. A teenager does this. A freaking teenager. You know, is it a teenager? No, it's not a teenager. TikToker viewers Elon Musk. Okay, he's not a teen. Well, he could be. He could be 19. Who knows? But anyway, let's look at what this looks like. Here we go.
This is probably one of my favorite things that we've made at SpaceX. Like, forget the actual rocket. Like, I want everyone to appreciate the laminar flow.
Is this real?
I'm just as real as you and me.
Oh my gosh, okay. So I was on your last live and I had a question since that last live.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I saw a podcast where you were talking to Joe Rogan and you guys were talking about like the ocean and just like all the sea creatures that are like possibly still alive, and I was like really curious and interested if that was real.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
Elon, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, it's crazy to be on a live with you. Hey man, I'll make it quick. I don't want to take up all the time.
Sure.
You have a mask on?
Maybe.
Oh.
Starship. This is probably one of my favorite things that we've made at SpaceX. Like, forget the actual rocket. Like, I want everyone to appreciate the laminar flow.
Is this real?
I'm just as real as you and me.
Oh my gosh, okay. So I was on your last live and I had a question since that last live.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I saw a podcast where you were talking to Joe Rogan and you guys were talking about like the ocean and just...
Yep. On a live stream, on a TikTok live stream. Now, granted, you could say you could tell, but the fact that he was able to do it on a TikTok live stream, just anybody can just do it on a TikTok live stream. It's crazy, and it's only gonna get better. Give it 2 years. Give it 2 to 5 years. Hell, give it 1 year. Give it 2 to 5 years. Like you'll be able to be anybody on live stream. You don't have to be yourself anymore. You can be anyone. I can be doing this live stream as anybody I want to be, and I may end up doing that at some point. To be quite honest with you, because why not? Just to prove a point, just like, look, I'm doing a live stream and you'll know it's me, but it's gonna look like, and I want to figure out how he did that because I actually want to do that live and see if I can really do it. I mean, why not? But anyhow, how many more we got left? We got 1 more slide left. This is the final one, last one. Basically similar to what we seen earlier. Got another robot. Boston Dynamics Atlas does push-ups and a burpee. I don't know if this is real or not. I can't really tell, but you can make your own decision and be the judge. But let's go ahead and roll the footage. Here we go. yeah, that's that right there. That could be real. That could be fake. I don't know. I can't tell anymore. You really can't tell anymore. You really can't tell what the difference is anymore. You really can't see what's real and what's not. So at the end of the day, all I can say is but anyhow, that's it for today's show, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you stayed and watched, came in, talked or whatever, thank y'all so much, man. We greatly appreciate y'all. We're going to continue keep doing these shows every single day. Be putting out a schedule here soon to let you know exactly what days I'll be doing it and having a set time and everything. Just been all over the place. Well, not really all over the place, but getting everything situated with, you know, how I'm going to be structuring this show and moving on in the future. Because I also do live streaming on Twitch and Kick when I'm gaming later on in the evening. So I'll be gaming later, playing Diablo 4. That's been my go-to lately. So if you're a fan of Diablo 4, you just like to watch somebody play games on Twitch or Kick, hop on, come see, click the links in the link tree, give me a follow, come check out, come hang out, come watch, and enjoy the gaming experience as well. You know, it's something else that I'll be doing as well as another form of live streaming. Hopefully you enjoyed today's show, man. Thank y'all, everybody, for showing up and tuning in. We will be back tomorrow. Will we be back tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, I should be able to do it tomorrow because it'll probably be a little bit of a shorter show, but we'll be back tomorrow with another live stream, and we'll keep it going as always. And, man, thank y'all so much for showing out. I appreciate y'all, and we'll see you next time. Peace.